Welcome back to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston from the Roby family of companies. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, R-O-B-Y.com. Or you can always find us at the WBT.com homepage. Trent, before the break, we mentioned real estate and maybe somebody's sitting at home. They're thinking about buying. They're thinking about selling. They don't know what to do. If you're listening to the show right now, we're going to help you figure out what to do. As a matter of fact, if you want to know how we can help you at the Andrew Roby Company and Roby Realty, call me directly. Ashley Davis, you can hit me at 704-577-9060. Myself, my team will take you through that whole process of getting you in the right home, figuring out how to get you out of the home you're in and find that perfect home for you. And Trent, that was the vision that you had when I first met you and we created the Roby Realty team and the company. It was to really bring that full service to the Charlotte market.
It was. And I mean, an example of this is so get your pen and paper out and take some notes and give Ashley a call and get personal. But, you know, I have a lifetime family friends that live down on the lake, and clients of ours have used our remodeling company. And I was over at their house a couple weeks ago, and the lady of the house, my friend, don't want to say her name on the radio, asked me, she said, hey, you know, we're wanting to sell our house in about 2 or 3 years. Is it too early to give Ashley or Sandy Thomas a call to talk about start planning? I said, no, that's what we're here for. I said, there are some things to get your house. I know you're going to speak about the term Roby Ready,
Yep. But
some things that you can do now and enjoy for a couple years. There's some things you might not want to do because you don't want to have to redo them in a couple years.
Right.
But we are here to set a long-term process and really just help you make comfort and peace with what you're doing and feel good about it.
That's right. And we've got a whole team. You call me personally, I'll put you in touch with the person on our team. Maybe it's Sandy, maybe it's Rachel down in Weddington, maybe it's Tammy or the other Sandy that's on our team. We've got some specialists around town that not just focus on geography, but types of properties. We can kind of put you in touch with the right person that will get your home ready to sell. And Trent, you mentioned the term Roby Ready, and I think that's what sets us apart. So if you're listening, you're at home right now, maybe you're in your kitchen, you're having a cup of coffee on a Sunday morning, you're listening to the show, you're looking at your cabinets, you're looking at your flooring, and you're thinking, I want to sell this house, but I need to do some updates, but I don't know where to start. That's what Roby Realty is all about. With the Roby Ready process, we'll come in with our team, designers, architects, project managers, and tradesmen, and we'll be able to tell you, here's what you need to do to get the most value out of your home, and this is what it's going to cost you, and this is what the return is going to be. And if you want to do that before you sell it, just so you can live in it and then sell it in a year or so, you can do that. If you want to do it right before you sell it, you call me directly at 704-577-9060. We'll make that happen.
Well, frankly, I mean, our Nicole Goolsby, we're going to have her on the show at some point. She's our new leader up in the Triangle in the Raleigh area. And she sent an article. We're doing a project in Durham, and it's an article about the project that we've done in Durham. It was in the Chapel Hill News, I think, right before Christmas, and she sent it out this past week via email, said, hey, check this out, really good press. I kind of actually started reading the commentary column,
Yep.
and it was talking about how people feel – I mean, they're just overwhelmed about doing average, normal remodeling to get their house ready to sell, and it's such a good market, and they sit there constricted for months and months and years, and then they wake up and the market's going to be gone.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they don't know if they need to do some plumbing, some mechanical. They don't know if they call each individual trade. I mean, the beautiful thing about this is you call Ash and his team, and then take it from there.
I'll take it. Sandy will take it. Somebody on our team will work with you. And you made a great point, Trent. If you're sitting there and you're not doing these types of things, you're losing money. There's money going out the back door right now because when you go to sell your home, you're not going to be prepared. You're not going to have things in the right perspective to be able to sell your home for top dollar. And that's where we come in. I had a meeting a couple weeks ago, a listing agreement meeting with a client, and I went through them what we would do for their home. And she looked at me and she said, why would we use you instead of one of the more established realtors in the company? One of the companies that maybe you know their name, they've been around town for a long time, great company, great people. A lot of personal friends of mine work for those real estate companies. And my response was, as I've got my Surface open up and I've got about 6 bullet points and a PowerPoint that I told her, this is how we're going to market your house. I said, did any of those companies give you any of these points that we're going to do to give you a personalized service to sell your house? And she said no. I said, That's what makes us different. That's what we're going to do for you, and that's what we'll do. If you're listening at home, that's what we'll do for you. Just call us today, 704-577-9060.
Furthermore, you said, it's a peace of mind. I mean, yeah, you can use that company, then you got to call a plumber.
Right,
and then you got
exactly.
to call a carpenter. We manage that. We're a general contractor. I want to touch on something we started this segment with. You were talking about you have a team of people. We've been building our team, and we build our team with, I look at it, you got a palette with different shapes, and with every human asset we add, every associate that we think should be part of our team, you got a square one, you try to put it in the square hole, and a round one in the round hole. And you said it goes geographically, personality-wise. Right. Some are outgoing, some are more introverted, some are extroverted, and that's what it needs. I've always talked about that when we recommend architects or designers to people that want to redo their home.
Yep.
And then I've always talked about when I meet people on the street on the construction side, and now the realty side is exactly the same. And they say, well, I heard y'all have a guy named Will, and he's nice. And I'm like, yeah, well, tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
Right.
Maybe I need to meet your wife. I don't know. I have a team.
Right.
I don't know
exactly.
if Will is actually the right fit, or he might be the perfect fit. So it's all about the comfort, all about yin and yang and personalities. And, if the family or the housewife wants somebody that's going to take charge and say, this is exactly what we need to do, we're doing it.
Yep.
We got the person for that.
We have the team for that. And beyond that team, there's a guy standing in the corner right now while we're doing this show named Travis. Part of what we're doing is some really innovative things around video marketing, social media. So we're really able to take what you're doing with your home selling process and kind of take it to the next level, bring it into 2016, and help you hit a market that maybe you're not hitting with some traditional marketing that's going on in the area. And that's really that's another thing that sets us apart. There aren't a lot of people doing that right now in Charlotte.
I mean, the alternative is you wake up in 2019 and the real estate market's cooled off, and you say, I wish I had, should have had.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Dang, I couldn't figure out and get my arms around it. I've actually done that a couple times in my life, and I'm not trying to do it again.
Well, I'll tell you, I drive around Charlotte a lot, and my wife Shaheen and I look at houses, and I can drive just about through any neighborhood. And I'm going to shift gears now and talk about buying a house. And I can say, man, I looked at that house in 2008. Or, man, I looked at that house. I should have bought that in 2010. Or, that's a great neighborhood. I knew that was going to explode. So I read a quote the other day. It said, when's the best time to buy real estate? It was 5 years ago, right? It doesn't matter what year it is. When's the best time to buy 5 years ago? The point is, you really want to make a move now, right? So maybe you're renting. Maybe you're in a house. You want to turn that house into a rental property and go buy something. We can help with that, too, because the flip side of the Roby Ready process of getting your house ready to sell is I bring that same team in, Sandy brings that same team in, and we evaluate a home before you buy it, right? So you know pre-contract what you're going to get yourself into, so you have much more leverage to negotiate that contract when you're looking at a house. And that's what Roby can do for you. So if you're thinking about that, you're looking at some houses, you want a better expert opinion, call me personally, 704-577-9060. I'll help you. Sandy Thomas will help you. Somebody on our team will make sure you are empowered to make the best buy and the best investment for your home.
Well, there's a saying I say a lot. Learned it from one of my good buddies about a decade ago. A watch pot never boils. And what that means is if you start the process and get your home Roby ready, you get a comfort level about it. I got a good buddy, his family's in the art business, and I said, how's the art business? And this is actually in 2009 when I asked that question. And he said, man, it's just like the real estate business. If you got to sell, it's going to hurt.
Right.
If you let it come to you because you're ready, you're going to be successful at it. And it's a prepared game. And that's what you're saying on real estate. Get your arms around it, get prepared, and then put it out there. And it takes a lot of the urgency and the need after you wait to the last minute, procrastinate. Right. It takes that away, and you're in control of the situation, and you're able to leverage what you got.
That's right. And then you can chip away at some of these things to get your house Roby ready. All right, folks, if you have been listening to this segment and you're thinking about selling, you're thinking about buying, call me personally, 704-577-9060. The Roby Realty team will take care of you. All right, Trent, we're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk about what is at the core of the Andrew Roby Company, and that's remodeling and renovating your home so that it becomes your dream home. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.